Saturday. We're so happy to see you for this very special 6 p.m. student stand-up showcase. Oh my God, can you believe it? Woo! Awesome. We're so happy that you're here. My name is Ryan Archibald, a.k.a. Arch, a.k.a. Little Archibald. I'm not just your host, I'm also the teacher of all these fine students you're going to see come up one at a time and perform this evening for you. I'm really excited to show them off for you. They've been working hard for the last couple of weeks. So if you're here to support one of these fine students, let's hear you. Let's give it up for them. Means the world to us that you're here. And while you're here, we want to let you know a few things. First of all, you might have noticed that there's a bar. So if you're thirsty or would like to have an adult beverage or a non-adult beverage, you can make your way to the bar at any point in time during the show. We're not going to mind. We're not going to call it out at all. You can just get up and just saunter back there, kick chairs, whatever. We don't care. Get yourself a drink. Also back here, and it's going to seem weird, it's the bathrooms. And you're going to be like, do I walk backstage? And it's not backstage, it's just the hallway that's adjacent to backstage. But there's bathrooms back there, I promise. You can go back there. I know, now you're wondering if there are really bathrooms back there. It's like a man in a horse suit. So if you have to go to the bathroom at any point in time, again, no judgment. We'll all just stare at you when you come back. Hey, are you excited for some stand-up comedy? Excellent, because I'm going to do something for you right now. Just to get you in the mood so you get in rhythm and remember to laugh, because, I'll bomb first, and then my students will come up and do wonderfully. That's how it's going to work. Cool? So, thank you. So my name's Arch. I'm new to Oklahoma. I love it. I love Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma because I'm white, and it's a great place to live. I didn't even get halfway through my setup before someone went, ugh. So, there you go. I love Oklahoma because I'm white. I'm super white. I'm very white. In fact, my mother's name is Karen, and her maiden name is White Bitch. So, Karen White Bitch Archibald. Yes, she lives up to the name for sure. I'm very white. My favorite meal is brunch. Super white. Yes. Pop the collar on my polo shirt, dip my bacon in some booze. It's great. I love brunch. Bacon and day drinking, you can't beat it. I'm super white. I'm so white that I let my dog lick me on the face. And when I'm feeling really white, I let her lick right inside my mouth. Oh, I'm so white. Oh, I'm so white. Oh, yeah, I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hold your applause. And Tulsa is the whitest place in Oklahoma, for sure. I know you're like, no, but it is. This isn't a conversation, so don't. This is why I go first, to train you. That students who work very hard on their set are coming up, and you're not a part of it outside of listening and laughing. Cool? Good. Okay, good. You're still talking. Awesome. I like to think of Tulsa as the bleached asshole of Oklahoma. It's seen some rough times. It's a little wear for tear, but now it is bleached and clean and pristine. I love it. No graffiti. It's all the homeless people live in the woods by the river. You can't see them. It's awesome. I love Tulsa because it's full of white people shit, and I love white people shit, like eating at shopping at Kohl's and eating at McDonald's. I love playing frisbee golf down by the river. I also love fat white guy stuff, like dancing at a baseball game with my shirt off. I love that. I love it so much. In fact, there's not a jumbotron in the country I can't dance my way on. You put on a little Fish, Chalk Dust Torture, a very white song, and I will start dancing and jiggling and get my boobs going. Everybody loves it. And speaking of love it, you're going to love it, because we're going to get straight to some of our students. And so please put your hands together for our first student of the evening. Now that you're a little warmed up, see? Now we're going to be nice and respectful and everything. Okay, cool. So put your hands together. Welcome to the stage. Hey, it's Katie!
The club is full of dollars and the club is full of gold. And now you fellas leave your girl with her friends. 'Cause it's 11:30 and the club is jumping, jumping.
You guys can disrespect me, I don't care. I'm Katie. I just started doing stand-up in January. Woo-hoo! My son went out of state for college, so I'm alone a lot. And I was getting worried if some shit went down and I had no witnesses of my whereabouts, that they would blame me for the crime. So I thought, what a perfect alibi. Literally all of you know where I'm at. I recently watched The Notebook. I was living my own version of The Notebook as a young adult, unaware it was actually severe trauma. I've always prided myself on not being a basic bitch. I don't shop at Target, I don't drink Starbucks, but I did get a tattoo the other day. So a few weeks later, I was at an event and I walk into a bunch of women in the bathroom doing cocaine. My thought was, distract them so they don't offer me any. I am not good at declining, even when I don't want any. So I throw out my wrist and show them my new tattoo. Every one of them puts their wrist out, shows me the exact same tattoo. And in that moment, I knew I was a basic bitch. So, my life's version of The Notebook. I'm just gonna tell you guys, it was not what I should have been dealt. I have a friend who was sentenced to 16 years in the state pen. Let me start from the beginning because we were not friends. I met him at a liquor store. He was working there and I was buying rum. But we had this little connection and he asked me what I did for a living. At the time, I was stripping and I hadn't told nobody. But I'm eye-locked with him. So I'm a stripper. I get back to my car and there's a fortune cookie paper in there and it says, take a chance. Now I'm already like, I cannot believe I just told this man I'm a stripper. This must be true love. So I write my number on the back of it and I go back in there and I give it to him. He doesn't waste no time. He hits me up. I'm like, we're over here at the pool drinking, come through. So he gets there and he starts telling us he has already been sentenced. He is going to prison. He has 30 days to report. Now I am feeling so bad for this man. I am feeling so sorry for him. I give it up. We have sex. We have sex that whole month. Woo! And when it comes time for him to report, I'm like, do you get to know each other via pen pals while you're locked up? Let me tell you something about this man, okay? He had a spell on me. He had a spell on me. I start putting money on his books. I'm writing him letters every day. I'm going to visit him every weekend. I do not miss a visitation. I'm telling you, collapsible chessboard in tow, Subway sandwich in the chessboard so he can have a fresh meal while I visit. I was keeping this man up. Any of you guys know about prison visitation? You are not allowed to bring them shit. Okay? That Subway was like the same as if I was bringing him meth and cell phones. I'm risking myself. It did not always go smoothly. There was one time that chessboard was so stanky. It was so stanky, he had me put the onions, he had me put the pickles, the jalapenos, the buffalo sauce, the ranch, no other choice. She opened up that chessboard, and I looked down at that subway, and I looked up at her, and I looked down at that subway, and I looked up at her, and I looked down at that subway. Oh my God, my son must have put that in there. He don't want to eat his dinner this day in the car. Ma'am, I am so sorry. He did not get his sandwich that day. But let me tell you something. They never looked again. I kept bringing them. I was keeping this man up. And when I would go visit, he would just be beat up. I'm telling y'all, he was getting his ass beat in there. He wasn't going to tell me what was going on, so I'm just feeling more and more sorry for him. And I'm doing everything I can. He was sentenced to 16 years. 16 years. He served 2 years. 2 years he got out. And I do take credit for that. And when he got out, tell me why this motherfucker had a whole nother family with a baby and everything. And when I find out, all he gonna say to me is, I knew they wasn't gonna help me. You said you wanted to be pen pals. This motherfucker. I was in love with you. I thought we was like Bonnie and Clyde. See, y'all? It's those movies like that Notebook. You watch some shit like that, and the next man that looks at you, you're like, well, I don't want to miss my opportunity for that kind of love. Fuck was I thinking? No, I dodged a bullet. Imagine conversations with the children. Had I been it, had he stayed with me. Daddy's working out of town again. He's gonna be working out of town the next 7 months, as long as he's on good behavior. If Daddy's working out of town, why do you always gotta send him money? Don't think so hard, child. Don't think so hard. Thank y'all. I'm Katie. Thank you so much. Please welcome back your host, Ryan Archibald. Follow me on Instagram, Katie Comedy Mics. Thank you guys so much.
One more time for Katie! Make sure I don't trip her with the cord. That'd be terrible. Katie Comedy Mics on Instagram, is that right? Yep. She's got the hustle, folks. And that is such a great story. I've been hearing that story for weeks. I love that story. It was such a pleasure to listen to you guys react to that story. The same way I react to that story. That's such a great one. Hey, let's keep things rolling. Put your hands together. It's Alex!
What's up, OKCI? Yeah, I'm Alex. I'm a certified public accountant. I have a grown-up job, and I live with my parents. Yes. Yes, that's true. I found time to play video games recently. I played Baldur's Gate. Have you heard of that game, Baldur's Gate? It has everything in it except fun. Yes. I made myself comfy at home with a 6-pack of F5 IPA and a 90-count box of fruit snacks from Costco. And I puked. Yeah. And mom heard me puke, and I was like, no, Mom, I'm okay. I hate getting carded when I go out to drink, because I never hear how youthful and handsome I look. But, I just got carded today, and they said, yeah, we know you're old. It's the Able Commission that's cracking down. I'm like, more like the Disable Commission, am I right? Yeah. I am an accountant. What I like most about being an accountant is we can reverse our mistakes. Unlike a doctor, if something's wrong, we just reverse it. So I'm never wrong, and if I am wrong, I'll reverse it. Yeah, like one coworker has been emailing me questions. It's annoying. She's emailing me questions about something that amounts to a project I've been working on for the last year. Damn it, Jen, that's my project. And my boss is also a CPA, so sometimes he'll put little smiley faces on my spreadsheets. True story. It's what you get for being in the club. And I feel funny handling cash. Does anyone else feel funny when they handle cash these days? Yeah, it's weird now. It's like they look at the $20 bill to make sure it's not counterfeit. I got that from the bank, it's legitimate. And then they put it in the cash drawer. I'm like, no, that's not legitimate. The Fed just prints money these days. Yeah. And when I'm at work, people ask me how I'm doing, and I just respond with the day of the week. Like, oh, how are you doing today, Alex? Oh, it's Wednesday. Yeah, did you know that the inventor of Dr. Pepper was in love with a lady whose father was Dr. Pepper? True story. Like, I wonder what that was like. Like, yes, Dr. Pepper, my intentions with your daughter are serious. I've invented a soda and named it after you. And look, doctor, this soda doesn't have cocaine in it. Like, it does have corn sugar these days. I won't put ethanol in my car, but how many gallons of soda do I drink? Dr. Pepper, they name an unhealthy soda after a doctor. I am getting fatter, you guys, and I'm at war with my pants. I don't know if you can tell. I'm at 42-inch waist, and the maximum is 44 inches. I'm not going to the big and tall. I'm gonna stay with 42. But it's like I walk 10 paces, I have to pull my pants up. That's one reason I'm not walking a lot right now. But I don't like to brag, you guys. I don't like to brag, but I am the worst, like probably the very worst at sex. Like I am so bad, I can sleep with a lady, not have sex with her, and she still hates herself the next day. There are guys who have lots of casual sex. I have lots of comic books. Yeah. I do want to tell you about an invention I'm working on for Shark Tank. It's participation trophies for adults. So when you get laid off, participation trophy! You get divorced, participation trophy! Your house is getting foreclosed on, participation trophy! That's been my time. Thank you, guys.
Oh, it was Alex! Give it up for Alex one more time! Participation trophy! That's great. He does brag about being terrible at sex like all the time. Like, buddy, just put it in your act, please. We got a real treat for you coming up next. Hey, welcome to the stage. It's Connie!
Against the wall, the pressure's building, but no, I will never fall. Instead of crying, they hear me roar. And now I say that I'm way better than before. I never needed you at all.
Let's give it up for our host, Arch. He'll be coming around the corner there in a minute. So, some people look at me funny sometimes. I'll be playing basketball with my grandsons, or trampolining with my granddaughter, or even lifting weights. It's like their beady, glaucoma-ridden, bifocaled eyes are piercing into my soul, saying, act your age. And growing old is hard, because we all grow old at different rates. Like today, I feel 45. But yesterday, I felt like a 357. So I'm not going to play bridge when I'd rather hike to one. And I'm not going to play that mahjong tile game because I'd rather be laid out on the tiles. You know? And don't get me started about pickleball. Well, okay, I'm going to play pickleball, but I won't like it. And I even shop different than a lot of people my age. A lot of people will go to Dillard's or Walmart or Target to get their granny panties. Not me, baby. This body's by Victoria. And shopping for underwear is hard because there's so much to pick from, right? And there's a fine line between comfy and sexy. I think it's called a skid mark. Not sure. Thank you. And I was going to take my 13-year-old granddaughter into Victoria's Secret, and she was having none of it. And I don't think I blame her because I think back to my grandmother, and if she had asked me to come and buy sexy undies for her, I'd still be traumatized over that, just thinking about it. So I took my boys when they were preteens many years ago shopping. And as we're finishing up all of our tasks, I said, oh, I need to buy some thongs before we go home. And they panicked. And in that whiny kid voice, Mom! Flip-flops, I need shoes, flip-flops. You boys know that I only buy new underwear when I'm looking for you a new daddy. Thank you. And dating over 60 is hard because there's only the dating apps that I've found to use, and frankly, they just don't work for me. So I've decided to cancel all my dating apps. I'm subscribing to obituaries. Because that's where the widowers are. And I got rid of my supply of Depends. In my family, when someone dies, they divvy up the leftover diapers to those of us that survive. And I used to keep my mother's old diapers, but you know, I had to get rid of them. God, the smell was just... Yeah, I'm one of those. And so I've decided the extras that I get in the future, I'm just going to give to my older cousins because their number's probably up before mine. And if not, I'll just die butt naked in soiled sheets. And the church asked the teens to write the senior members a letter during COVID. And I thought, what a great idea. Because they probably could use a little pick-me-up. And then I went to the mailbox. And there, sitting right in the middle of it, was this letter with my name on it, from the church. So you ever see those books that say 1,000 things to do, see, or eat before you die? You know, bucket lists, they're just so hard because opportunities pop up, and then where are you supposed to put them on the list? Do you slide them in? Do you put them at the bottom and hope you get to them? You know, I'm just so confused. So I just say, buck it all. And I like the movie The Bucket List, but that's just not my thing. I'm spontaneous, and I like to do fun and exciting things. Like recycles on Mondays, yard waste pickup on Tuesdays, and don't forget Thursdays, that's binge day. Yes, Uh, so I have a smartphone like all of us do, and I have all the apps and all the things. But having a smartphone that's admittedly smarter than me is kind of hard because it has functions that I will never know what it does. Like, I'll tell you a story. Just the other day, Amazon sent me a sympathy card because I had failed Candy Crush 5 days in a row. Isn't that the sweetest thing? And my dad, he loved technology. He got his first computer in the late 90s, and before long, he and my mom were emailing and gaming. And my mom calls me one day and says, "Can you come look at my computer?" Because she said it's not acting right. So I went over, and it didn't take me long to figure out that my dad had been watching porn. And yes, it is as disturbing as it sounds to find out your 80-year-old father watches porn. But in his defense, my mother did seem to withhold a lot. And I'm getting tattoos. Woo! Well, the doctor calls them age spots. But I got a big one on my right boob, and I swear it looks like an eagle. And I'm going to tell all y'all that haven't turned 50 yet that on that day, you will receive in the mailbox an AARP letter. Because life for them begins at 50. And it's like they have some person that works for them in a dark corner wringing their hands saying, we've been waiting for you. And I do get ads from retirement homes and funeral homes now. And they all say, spend your golden years with us. And we can take good care of you. And you know what they're really saying is, sorry. What they're really saying is, come spend all your money with us first. And I don't know why people want to don't want to say they want to die at home. Why wouldn't you want to go to a place that wipes your butt and feeds you and gives you drugs and lights cigarettes and gives you more drugs? I mean, there is a downside. You have to smell other people's juices. But it's got its benefits. Thank you all very much for coming.
Against the wall, the pressure's building, but no, I will never fall. Instead of crying, they
Give it
hear
up
me
for
roar.
Connie! Reminder to my students, I'll give you the light over here. Make sure that you look over here every once in a while to look for the light. Great. Cool. Thank you. The closer I get to the stage, the faster you can get up. Okay. Hey, put those hands together and welcome Christy Lane.
Hello. Hi, I'm Christy Lee, and we need something to cheer for. Like, I bet we all think nurses and doctors are great, but what about that friend that when we drink too much, nurses us back to hell? Yeah, let's give it up for them. They are the best. They will feed you crackers and Gatorade, even though you just puke Goldschlager in their car. Oh, and that is so bad because the real gold flakes and Goldschlager turn into glitter, and that's never coming out. I hate to be up here and make demands, but I think we can all agree that the Kalidi Kia needs to go. Woo! Like, what is the Kalidi anyways? Like, is it something you can bring up in polite conversation? Be like, she got a Kalidi on purpose? Oh my gosh. That's a naughty piercing, right? And if you pull up I have been in some hoopties in my life, but if you pull up in a Kalidi Kia, I'm walking. Because I've had enough. I've had it to my last nerve. I could not be inside one, listening to their Bigfoot ad with their stupid, you want to see a Kalidi Kia? Going by billboard after billboard with their big dumb heads. Like I would throw myself out on the highway. I'm not even tucking and rolling. My luck at my funeral, they'd be like, oh my God, a closed casket. Like, what happened to her? And be like, oh, she just couldn't take it anymore. She just threw herself out on the highway and got struck by a Kalidi Kia. When I was younger, my family's a little poorer than most, and for my birthday, my grandma would send me a card with $5 in food stamps. But it was okay, it was great, because back then, food stamps were like $1 checks, and you could go buy a piece of gum, and they'd give you real coin change back. Totally had a system, right? And I saved it all up, and I bought my first Cabbage Patch doll at Walmart. And yeah, she was a welfare baby. Not my last one either. But I still got them both. Okay, so I had a little experience I want to share with you. If you want to try drugs, but you don't want the side effects, you need to go down to Cattleman's Steakhouse. I know, it gets weird. And then you'll buy a beer and ask for a side of horseradish, okay? You take the horseradish, you'll dip it, you'll put it on your tongue and all over your gums, exactly like cocaine. And then you'll feel your body, your soul will rise just a little bit above your body, like collecting all the energy of the universe. Like just take a moment, then order the calf fries. All this right here causes the munchies. And the munchies are a great time to try new foods like deep fried testicles. Like it's crazy, like you'll just smell them coming across the restaurant. You'll be like, oh, they just smell so delicious. I want to order some balls. But when you're up here, you'll be like, it's all both euphoric and it's both crushing, and like you're just gonna feel like yelling something out. And when you do, if you can't think of anything else, just yell my name, Christy Lee. So I know who sent you. And they will give you a lid and you can take it home with you, and you'll get on the internet and you'll be like, what do I pair this with? The internet will tell you to pair it with deviled eggs. Do not pair it with deviled eggs, because if you pair it with deviled eggs, you will conjure a demon. Oh yeah, and when you do, don't yell out my name. Call for Jesus, he will come. Oh my guys, so do y'all think like when she was a little girl and she was playing her guitar and just putting her song into her heart into all her songs, like do you think Taylor Swift ever knew that she would win the Super Bowl? Like that's pretty good for a girl. And like I love Happy Taylor. Like I love seeing Tailgating Taylor and hugging Mama Kelsey Taylor. I hope her boyfriend's team, the Chiefs, do go to the game next year, and I hope she does do the halftime show. But I love Jaded Taylor. Sad Taylor. Jaded Taylor knows me. So if this isn't gonna work out, I hope they do break up right before the game, and I hope she does do her breakup song. And I think it'll go a little like this. Oh no, oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me, oh, 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 oh. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I made you famous. Oh, oh boy, your brother's beard is better. Oh, oh, I forgot to give you back your hoodie. Oh, oh snap, was that your knee? I am buying that ticket. I want to see that show. There is a thin line between collecting and hoarding. I will agree with that, but my collections are in bins neatly. My daughter had the nerve to tell me that I need to get rid of my crap because she doesn't want to have to go through it someday. I'm like, well, you know, I mean, if that's how you feel about it, you could just die first. That's my solution, right? I was like, if you die first, then I have to collect your stuff in a bin and put it next to Papa and Grandpa's, because I don't visit gravesites, but I will visit your bin. Oh gosh, so I bought a car and it's way too average looking. I am constantly going up to cars, silver SUVs that are not mine, and I open the door and I instantly know it's not my car because it smells nice. I'm like, kids, get over here and smell this car. This is what a car smells like when you don't stuff fries in the seat like little crackheads. And someday it'll come full around because they're gonna have to learn to drive, and they're gonna get the most important driving lesson of all, being a good designated driver, right? With real drunks. Picking up me and drunk aunties at the club, right? And taking the 2 a.m. Taco Bell drive-through test. We are definitely leaving quesadillas in the seat. Okay, so the kids won't plan his birthday party, won't tell me what he wants to do. 4 days before the birthday, he comes home and tells me that he's invited his entire class to the house and there's gonna be a superhero there. Okay. He got lucky. There were 2 available and we went with Aquaman because like dollar for dollar, he wears less clothes. I know a bargain when I see one. And we do. We love superheroes. I love superheroes. And not all superheroes wear capes, but in order to make their suits look sleek, all superheroes wear thongs, right? There can't be any whitey-tighty panty lines for Captain America, because that's America's ass. And I think what they should do when they're done with him, they should, sell them on the internet, for money for charity, right? You feed the children to save the world. And they just, like I said, they just throw them away anyway. So I am gonna go Hollywood dumpster diving. I am going to be the new superhero, White Trashia, searching for the lost relic, digging at the bottom, finding Thor's thong. I am worthy. Let's bring Ars back up here. He is worthy too. Thank you, guys.
Christy Lee, everybody! Fabulous. Great job. That's 4 comedians and 3 mentions of cocaine. Never done the stuff myself, but I have smelled it, and it smells great. So you can't stop smelling it. It's awesome. Hey, not to derail the show with my own drug habits, let's put our hands together and welcome to the stage. Oh, it's Melvin!
What's up, OKCI? Woo! Hey! Who's 37 years old and lives with his parents and just got a flat TV screen installed in his bedroom? This guy! Woo! Yeah, my name is Melvin. I'm a part-time janitor. It is boring and disgusting. 2 words, bloody ramen. I know, the groans. I don't even want to know how that's possible, but I saw it, I picked it up, and I did my job. Yeah. Let me tell you a little story here. Take you back to, 2005, everybody remembers 2005? The Michelle Branch, I could walk 1,000 miles. Yeah, that was my senior year, and I decided to do, my friend said, hey, let's do a prank. And I was like, sure, let's make a memory. And we did a prank, and he was like, how about we just buy a cucumber, a condom, and some lube, and just leave it on somebody's porch? Sure, why the hell not? So we go to the grocery store, and we're in line, and we're all buying the individual items individually. So I'm buying the cucumber, my friend's buying the lube, my other friend's buying the box of condoms, and the guy just looks at us, the guy at the checkout counter's like, I get off at 8. I was like, no, I'm flattered, boss, I'm flattered, but this is not for you. It's a prank, we're minors too, so. So we do the prank. I chicken out because I was like, I know I don't look like a minority, but I am, so I'm not gonna risk it. I just remember they did the prank. I remember they had to force it was this girlfriend's house. It was so weird. And they had a bunch of girls out there and they forced them to dance, and I'm just in the car just like dumbasses. And anyways, they came to the car And they were like, "Oh my God, you look like a Unabomber." I was like, "That's a compliment I'll take. That's a compliment I'll take." Yeah. It's a weird transition from that joke to this. I was scouring the internet because I'm bored. And I don't know if you guys seen this, but there's fat people boxing. This is an actual real thing. It's like a fat people boxing in the Balkans. Yeah, there's like 450 pounders, like they just box for money. You know, and I just realized I didn't know the letters KFC and UFC are interchangeable. You know? So like, but also like begs the question when I'm thinking, I'm just like, you know, so fat shaming doesn't exist? Because if it doesn't exist, my glove sizes are XL and my shorts are double XL. So, yeah, so it's Lent. Yeah, it is Lent. So I went to confession a couple weeks ago, said all my sins, and I was like, I know that I'm missing something, and like I'm leaving out of the confessional, and the priest, and I was like, yo, am I supposed to say the act of contrition here? And the priest looks at me and is like, you're good, bro. I'm like, whoa. We're getting to the same age now. This is getting kind of scary. You're getting older and stuff. And yeah, it's super weird. Speaking about getting older, I went to the Fall Out Boy concert this last week. You guys know what Fall Out? I know we have an older crowd, so just think Doobie Brothers. So just think Doobie Brothers. So anyways, so like it was a great show, by the way. It was a really great show. I went last minute, and you know I was overhearing a conversation between this girl, and she was talking to somebody, and she was like, "I've been a fan of Avril Lavigne since I was 6 years old." I've never felt so old in my life, yet so curious. Was she listening like, how was she in preschool? If she's listening to Avril Lavigne, all these heartbreak songs, you know? Was she so emo? Like, was she like, I can just only imagine of like, you know, she was like in her cafeteria, just like, man, these chicken nuggets make me sad. You know, fuck Paw Patrol. Yeah. All right. Like, I'm trying to like, I'm just gonna end it there. All right, guys, thank you so much. My Instagram is Melvin G.
Melvin, everybody! Gotta love a comedian who just knows when to get off stage. So, I am done. Thank you. That was awesome. Great job. Hey, there's only 2 more comedians left. You're probably like, well, how long is this show going to be? And this is 2 more comedians. So there's your answer. Sorry, I didn't mean to be such a dick when I said that. You've been a fabulous audience. I'm sorry that the last comedian called you old. That made me look at you for the first time. I'm like, oh, they are kind of old. Hey, let's keep that fun going. The next comedian is an absolute delight. Put your hands together. It's Amanda!
That's all I have. I'm Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Oh, hi, guys. I have 10-year-old twins. They're boy and girl. Oh. Yeah, so I'm dealing with tossing unicorns and twerking in the same day. That's fun. That feels good. I recently, for their birthday, I have campers and things like that I enjoy taking them on adventures because I'm trying to do my best. So I take them on a birthday adventure, and while I am getting everything set up, envisioning how this weekend is about to go, it didn't. So I get them that Friday afternoon. My son has been thinking all week, what do I want to do for my birthday? He hasn't informed me at all of his plans, but him and his sister have set forth an idea.
So he comes to me, we're walking around in this Arcadia, we're at Arcadia, and we're walking around, and he goes, Mom, we're turning 10, and it's kind of a big deal. So like, for our birthday, can we please cuss? So listen, I try every chance I can to give them a chance of like figuring life out while also being a little rebellious, and then also like, you're gonna learn lessons, Jeanette. So I said, well, okay. And my daughter has her little, she's butterfly baby, because she's a little baby that has a little butterfly right here. So she has a butterfly baby right here. And they're both sitting in front of me. And my son was like, okay, what are the conditions? Because he knows they're coming. And I said, all right, we're at a lake, you have to keep your voice down. Nobody needs to hear this. I don't need to explain why I have hood rats for kids. That's not what we're doing. 2, we only use curse words to embody the moment. We don't use it to be negative or disrespectful to each other, right? Right. And the final thing is that if you break any of these rules, not only do you no longer get to cuss, but you are grounded, because this is big kid territory. And they're like, oh God. And they just sat there, and I watched them like absorb the weight of their choices, and they were like, but can we? And I said, all right, okay. My sweet, precious daughter, with her butterfly baby, goes, fuck, shit, damn, pussy! My son instantly goes, oh, shit! And for 48 hours, I got to enjoy a nervous system overhaul, like, shit, damn, fuck, shit, fuck. So anyway, we're going to church now. We're on the path, just getting our life situated. And so I took them to Ash Wednesday on Valentine's Day, because that's what you do. And you just contemplate morbid mortality. And so we did, and because it was Valentine's Day, my son wanted to look extra sharp, so we went to school in a 4-piece suit, because if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Colic and more tips. So he shows up like that. My daughter is like in her preppy era, and so like she has like her sparkly Stanley Cup tube, just like living her best life. We get there and we're in the back row, and I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna be fine. We're fine. We're with Jesus today. Okay, so the church, he's with you always. So the church has 5 center rows, 7 half rows on the side. Tiny, somber service. One person with a guitar being like, this is your human form being close to death, because you were ashes first and you will be again. And it's like, okay. And my kids are looking at me like, what are we doing? So comes the ashes, right? And my daughter goes up and she goes, with her Stanley Cup, I noticed everyone is getting a cross. Can I have a heart? My son goes up, because he loves to educate people, and he comes up and he goes, hey, do you know how to tie a tie? If you don't, I could teach you. And just gets down and waits for his cross, like he's done his job that day. Then we're out there waiting on, we're at the end of the service. We've already done the communion situation, which they've never done before. So try explaining to your children that they're eating the body of Christ and his blood while we're at it. And have them calmly handle that. Mine don't. I don't know if yours do. Mine didn't at all. So, not even a little bit. Everyone in the church got to hear, what? Gross, Mom, please don't. Please don't. Mom, why? Please don't. And I'm just trying to sit right with the Lord. So we go, and I'm just like, at this point going, trying not to shake and laugh because I can't handle myself. And when we go to leave, the pastor goes, okay, everybody. And again, nobody has said a word, other than my children, that everybody knows is here. And the pastor goes, well, before you leave for your family, here is the Lent calendar. Everyone take one when you leave. And we get up and I'm like, okay, we're done. And we go to leave and my son grabs the Lent calendar and goes, Mom, you know I love free stuff. Anyway, we're getting baptized on Easter. It'll be fine.
She has 1,000 stories about those two twins, and I love every single one of them. Such great stories. Thank you so much, Amanda. Hey, we've got one more comedian coming up for you here in a second. He wanted me to build a little tension because he wants to separate himself from the rest of the class because he definitely wants to be the headliner. No, I'm kidding. While he's recovering from that embarrassment, I will remind you that not only is this a non-for-profit theater to which you can donate, we are a training center, basically a full-fledged academy dedicated to the comedic arts. So if you are watching this and say, hey, that looks fun, it is fun, and you can do it. You can sign up for a class. We teach improv, we teach sketch, we teach stand-up, obviously, and all sorts of different things. So you can get more information on that at okcimprov.com or org, right? Org? Com? Or com, yeah. Whoa. Or you can Google it, and that will probably get you there faster than me explaining it to you. Hey, all right, here's our last comedian of the evening. And before I bring him up, let's hear for everybody tonight, huh? We'd like to thank Ken and Lacey in the back for doing our tech. Thank you so much, Sarah. And it's a unique thing to do a stand-up class in an improv theater, and mostly just because the two art forms clash a little bit in terms of the personalities of comedians, stand-ups versus improvisers. Improvisers are typically very supportive and loving and gushy, and stand-ups aren't those things. But teaching stand-up here has been super fun, and we've been supportive and loving and gushy and having each other's backs, and it's been a great 8 weeks. So with that lovey gushiness, let's bring up Cole, everybody.
I didn't ask a headline, I asked for a head and a line. We're an improv school. Let's get a look at this audience. You guys are a beautiful audience. I'm sure individually you're hideous, but together, it's really nice. Just a round of applause. Who's from Edmond? That's less than I thought. You're poor old people? Sorry, that's rude. Do I have any friends here? Yeah. Family? Parents? No, they didn't make it? Good. They weren't invited. My grandparents are here. They went up a few sets before me. Sorry. That's not a joke. That's just ageism. Ageism to me is like cigarettes for an alcoholic. Like I'm Gen Z. I think I'm pretty progressive. I went through diversity training, 12 steps. Step number 1 is acceptance. But yeah, it's like ageism. It's like, I know it's a bad habit, but it's all I got left. Down to a pack of ageism a day. I know you probably can't tell from my very calm, collected energy, but I'm anxious as hell right now. And I don't look the part. I feel like a lot of people that are anxious look like it. Like, if a bird of prey can swoop you up, you should be anxious. No one wants to be mama birded. Doing stand-up is really cool because you get to go to a lot of bars by yourself, which makes me super anxious. The whole time I've just got like a loop in my head going, be chill, 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 like any chill guy does. And so I've developed an 8-step program to get me through the bar into a drink as fast as possible. Step 1, I sit in my car and I listen to Eye of the Tiger. You know, have a blast and just I am chill. I'm not weird. So I do that 2, 3, 7 times. And then when I feel like I've got the guts, had the glory, I move on to step 2. Step 2, I get out of my car, I approach the bar and I walk right past it. I look through the window like this, it doesn't look nice in there. Step 3, I get back in my car, listen to Eye of the Tiger 5 more times. Step 4, we're now in the bar, don't ask how we got in here. And then it's just find something to lean on. I'm pretty tall, so I like to get down to the average height of the room. Just a nice casual lean, just nice and chill. Nice lean. Sometimes I lean forward and I look like a fat velociraptor, just... So when I'm nice and comfy and leaning and chill, next step is to find the rhythm of the music and just dance to it. This is really easy if the song is Eye of the Tiger. So that moves me on to step number 5, approach the bar. Keep the rhythm going. People will part ways for you at the bar if they can tell you've got good dance moves. This is a good time to give a chill guy a head nod to the bartender. Just so. You don't want to do a downward nod. That's really subservient. And if teen movies has taught me anything, being subservient gets you punched in the face and a line of coke. Step 6, order your drink. Chill guy drink. Order the chillest drink on the menu. Jaeger bomb. No self-respecting establishment in this city sells Jaeger bombs, but it's okay. Like a chill guy, I have addendums to my steps. Step 6A, order the toughest drink on the menu. Then I move to step 7, which is get my drink. That's it. Step 8 is drink my drink. I like to put a little twist on it, which is spill my elderflower spritz all over my shirt. Classic chill guy behavior. I was a really anxious kid. 1, large birds, obviously. But also I was really anxious about getting in trouble with my parents. Ooh, I'm tired. Thank you for letting me do that. I was going to explode. Okay, yeah. So I was a really anxious kid. I was really anxious about getting in trouble with my parents. This came to a head one day when I got in a fight with a kid named Zach G. Zach G moved to our school from Germany. I think they just had a layover in Texas on their way to see his grandparents in Argentina, but... Nazis! But anyways, he went to my school, and on this day, he was picking on me and my friends, so I stood up for myself. We got in a fight, got sent to ISS. It played out like this. He's German. He went, oh yeah, a bunch of little gay boys, aren't you? And then so I proceeded to open hand, slap him in the face. It was more of a graze, really. It's more of a gentle caress. But then he beat the shit out of me, you know. Teacher saw it, you know. So we went to an in-school suspension. Any other lifers out here? ISS? No, a bunch of good boy old people. Awesome. Move to Edmond. You're not that old, I'm sorry. This side. Yeah. So we get sent to ISS, but what impressed me about Zach G is this one chill motherfucker. We're sitting there in ISS, and then right in ISS you get sent into an empty classroom. There's like one hungover teacher and 0 things to do. And so I'm just sitting there freaking out. And Zach G's just sitting there like, oh, they'll never break me. He just sits there, stares at the wall for 8 hours. Then at the end of the day, the principal comes to let us out and goes, all right, kids, what do we learn? Zach G, smooth as hell, just goes, it's hard to learn when no one here has any class. And just strolls right past the principal. legend. So after that, for unrelated reasons, I changed schools for high school. Don't see Zach G for 6 years. I run into him at a wrestling tournament, and I lost the battle, but I won the war because he was taller than me in 6th grade. He ain't taller than me in 12th grade. Zach G is not grown at all. But he comes up to me at this wrestling match, right? And I'm waiting to go on, and he comes up to me and he's like, hey man, I just wanted to apologize for my behavior when we were babes. And he goes, actually, I was just acting out because of insecurities about my own sexuality. I actually always thought you were a pretty chill guy.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yes! I've been eating a lot of veggies lately. I've been on a real veggie kick. I'll fuck up a green goddess and a salad. And I think that, sorry, that was bad. I think it's named that because it's to keep insecure dudes from eating it. Like, high school me would not have ordered a green goddess, but oh my god, nectar of the gods, good salad. My boomer coworkers, for example, they would never order, they don't eat any vegetables at all. They're like, cauliflower? I hardly know her. That's for this side of the room. All right, well, I got the lights on there. Everyone give a hand up to Arch.
Fabulous, and now my penis will perform 20 minutes. You guys have been fantastic. One more time for Katie, Alex, Connie, Christy Lee, Melvin, Amanda, and Cole. This show's over, but the night certainly isn't. We have a wonderful show at 7:30, some sketch comedy. We have an awesome improv show at 9:30, and folks, if you're up tonight, come back at 11 for a crazy fun show. It's bit sing, musical improv, and transitioning into some karaoke so we all can celebrate St. Pat's. Doesn't that sound fun? It sounds real fun. So you can stick around here all night or come back and see us again later tonight or sometime again. You've been a fabulous audience. Please meet your students and your friends in the lobby and give them a good old hearty pat in the back. You've been fabulous. See you next time, folks.
Thank you so much for coming out to OKC Improv. We do need to get ready for the 7:30 show so we can have everybody go ahead and make your way out to the lobby. We greatly appreciate that.
think I did this for Live Out Proud 2 years ago or something.
It's weird, 'cause it's supposed to go through the television more. Probably just that. It looked good to me. Yeah. Well, well, yeah, I love those days.
Yeah.
But, as I was realizing last night, even when you're doing construction, All-Stars, still is more.
This is more what, yeah, more what I want.
I don't know when yet, but when you come in here and,
Should be a way to program those, so you should be able to just hit one
it clears the program.
every time you turn it off.
Yeah, because I checked it one time, like I programmed 3 settings, and I turned it off, and I kept it. I was like, oh, cool. Next week, they're all gone. I programmed the same setting, turned it off, and it was gone, and I was like, okay.
Well, even if it works when you turn it on and off, one big thing is whenever